everybody, this is Taz. Welcome back to Taz's Wig Closet. Today we're going to do a comparison by popular request with what I'm wearing now, which is the Belle Tress Miss Macchiato in Butterbeer Blonde, and we'll be comparing that with the Raquel Welch Crowd Pleaser in the color Shaded Biscuit. Miss Macchiato and Crowd Pleaser are both short, kind of voluminous, big wave styles with a longer fringe. They both feature a lace front and a left-hand monofilament side part, open wefted sides and back. So we're going to do some comparisons with the specs and the color. Here I have the Raquel Welch Crowd Pleaser in the color RL1923 SS, which is Shaded Biscuit. Let's go ahead and compare the colors first. So on the Shaded Biscuit RL1923 SS by Raquel Welch, you're going to find a base shade of like a deep honey and a light sandy brown kind of blended mix there. And then dispersed and highlighted, well blended, you're going to see a pale neutral blonde, a very pale neutral blonde. And all of that is on a medium brown root. On the Butterbeer Blonde, the base color, instead of being the honey or the sandy brown, your base color is actually that very, very ultra pale neutral blonde shade. And then mixed within that, then you're going to find some medium and some dark honeys. And that's why you're going to find that the Butterbeer Blonde is brighter, because that base color is lighter and brighter on the Butterbeer Blonde than it is here on the Shaded Biscuit. And then the root also is a bit different on the Butterbeer Blonde. It's considered to be like a light ash brown color, whereas on the Shaded Biscuit, it's a very dark, well, medium brown, so they call it. So definitely darker on the root. So overall, the Butterbeer Blonde is going to have a lighter root and a brighter appearance. Let's go right into the specs comparison. So on the Miss Macchiato, that front piece is going to be about 7 inches. That's going to reach almost nearly to my chin. It's about 6.5 inches here on the Crowd Pleaser. So we have about a 10-inch crown on each of these styles and about a 4-inch nape as well. The Crowd Pleaser has a bit of a shorter layer here on the sides than the Miss Macchiato. And like I said, they both do feature that temple-to-temple lace front and left-hand monofilament side part. Let's go ahead and linger just a moment on Miss Macchiato's lace front. I think that it's fairly well done. It's an average lace front. The knots are fairly average in size and denier. And the left-hand monofilament side part is a little more difficult to see through to the illusion of scalp based on the density there on the top. Now with the Crowd Pleaser, that lace front is very well done. The knots are very fine, and you can definitely see a more defined parting space along that monofilament part. The banding of the color does come right up to the lace front. On the Crowd Pleaser, a little bit more so than Miss Macchiato's Butterbeer Blonde. Now I can tell you that in terms of just evaluating the lace and the monofilament, that the Crowd Pleaser by Raquel Welch is superior. The lace tends to be a little more pliable and a little softer with less shine. On the Miss Macchiato by Belle Tress, the lace fronts there just seem to be a little bit crunchy, less pliable, less supple in texture. In terms of weight, Miss Macchiato weighs about 4 ounces and Crowd Pleaser right around just over 3 ounces. So let's talk about permatease. There's very limited permatease here on the Miss Macchiato. You'll find just a thin layer of permatease kind of generally dispersed throughout the cap, and then it's a little bit thicker at the nape kind of to support some of this big wave curl here and keep its shape. The same is true here with Crowd Pleaser. However, you're going to find a little more permatease on Crowd Pleaser on the sides. Where Miss Macchiato has very little, you'll find a little bit more on Crowd Pleaser. This is going to allow Crowd Pleaser to be a little more voluminous. You will also see a little bit more of a permanent contour on the Crowd Pleaser versus the Miss Macchiato. So Miss Macchiato has that 7-inch bang here, but it lays fairly straight, and then on the longer side, which is on the right, then you do have a bit of a contour coming out of that lace front, but it's not as pronounced as the contours around the face for Crowd Pleaser. Both styles are heat friendly up to 350 degrees. And in terms of price, you'll find a little bit of a lower price point currently on the Belle Tress Miss Macchiato than you currently do on the Crowd Pleaser. I think the trade-off is that the lace and the monofilament features on the Raquel Welch Crowd Pleaser are a bit more sturdy, a bit more realistic and comfortable than that on the Belle Tress Miss Macchiato.